Hi there guys, Vino here and welcome to this Vino Plunk production. I have no idea what entry into the Vlogmas series this is, but because I forgot to check before starting to record this video, but this will be in the Vlogmas series. So I've just got done playing a significant amount of Cyberpunk 2077. So while at work today, work was weird today. I'm not going to go into much detail about that. But while I'm on break at work, I decided to look up after seeing a few not so good reviews of the PS4 and Xbox One versions of Cyberpunk. I decided to look up the Stadia version of Cyberpunk and see how people are faring with that. Well, guess what? People seem to be faring far better with the Google Stadia version of Cyberpunk 2077. And I trialed the game, I'm going to word it like that, on my computer last night and it ran appallingly. So one of the main issues I was coming across is the game wouldn't respond to my inputs. So I was there playing the game and it took 3 or 4 inputs before the game would respond to those inputs. I can now confirm to an extent that is a bug that exists within the game. It doesn't exist nearly as much as it did when I was playing on my computer, natively on my computer, but it's a bug that does persist throughout the game and I will be getting that in a bit. But holy hell, does the game just grab you in its hand, its claw, and just does not let go. The game is impressive in its world building, in its adherence to the world that it's in. You feel like you're in that world, and it is so good. Now, I have heard a couple of reviewers say that it feels like the game, the tutorial goes on for about 8 hours. I can see that. I've been playing for about, I'd say 5-6 hours, something like that. And the tutorial, the game doesn't feel like it's completely opened up yet. I'm trying not to spoil things for those that are still playing the game and still wanting to play the game. But there are some things that happen relatively early on that keep changing how you perceive how the game is going to open up and change and things like that. And it goes in directions that I didn't expect it to go in. And one thing I will say about the game right now is there's no wrong choice. You get many choices in the game, how you want to proceed with things. Whether you want to go with this person, go with that person, maybe shaft this person, maybe not shaft that person. There are many decisions. There is no wrong decision, from what I can gather. You just make the decision you want to make, and then consequences happen one way or another. The game is really good. One thing I will say is because of Google Stadia, actually with a native PC version, you've got the option of the controller or mouse and keyboard. I found the controller far better for my own personal preference versus mouse and keyboard. Some people may prefer mouse and keyboard, but I actually really like the Google Stadia controller. I think it's a really comfy, really nice controller. Some people say the triggers feel a bit cheap and nasty, especially considering it's a £60 controller, but I think it actually is a really nice controller. If I'm being honest, and it's a hoot, a real comfort to use. I'm going to continue making my cup of tea that I've got waiting to be made, and I'll be back with the rest of this video when I've got a nice cup of tea in hand. So I'm back, got a cup of tea. I actually completely forgot to reboil the kettle, so that's probably got a cold cup of tea comparative to what it normally is. Yeah, I have to say, I am enamoured by the game itself, by Cyberpunk 2077 itself. The game is, at this point, amazing and has me completely However, there are technical difficulties, technical hiccups with the game, and those technical hiccups are straight up game breaking. And it's really frustrating in a game that, and that the input lag, I suppose, or the input issue that I spoke about before still exists in the game. And before someone says that could be a Stadia thing because you are streaming the game, the rest of the game runs absolutely fine. There's no hitches any other way. These are game specific bugs, nothing to do with the Stadia infrastructure itself, because the game runs at a rock solid 60 1080p. That hasn't dipped for me, and there's been no performance issues in terms of that. They've all been bugs. I've been just playing a very extensive mission and straight up had to reload saves because there's been a part where I literally can't get out of a situation because of a bug. There's times where my character doesn't use a health pack, the game's version of a health pack, or doesn't switch weapons, or the game thinks I'm still in the grenade throwing animation when actually I want to shoot a weapon, and you've got to go back into the grenade throwing animation for it to be able to switch to a weapon, to a gun of some description. There are so many bugs in the game that just straight up break it, and they break missions, they cause a disruption in the flow. To be honest, that's why I had to step away now, because there was a few bugs that caused me to get very frustrated, and I had to step away for a bit. Plus, stepping away for a bit is always healthy, but excuse me, I apologise, but the bugs are very, very frustrating. The game itself is phenomenal and probably one of the best open world RPGs made yet. It's given me strong Deus Ex vibes. Strong. It's got some of the design elements remind me of Elite Dangerous. Some of the sound design and the way that the UIs pop up remind me of Elite Dangerous, which is maybe a bit odd for some people considering that's a space sim. But hey, it's all set in the future, so maybe that's something. But the bugs, man, the technical issues really are beginning to rear their ugly head. But at the end of the day, they are what they are, and luckily you do have manual saves in the game, so if you save regularly, then you won't lose too much progress. But they are very frustrating, and they do break the game. Straight up, they break the game. When you've got to load back to a previous save because a bug has reared its ugly head and caused an impasse, that's game breaking, in my opinion. There was a part where I got inside an elevator or lift, and a character model was flickering in and out of the lift. It took me about 10 minutes before I could work out that was a character I need to get an item off of to progress in the mission that I was playing. Yes, so take it how you will. I'm thoroughly enjoying the game itself. I'm not enjoying the bugs so much. Take that how you want. I'm gonna now relax, watch some YouTube, maybe hang out with some friends on Discord, and get back to some more cyberpunking later on. Until next time, guys, though, you guys take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Ta-ra.